Hey, asshole. How's it going? Let's go for a drive.
Hey, asshole, let me in.
Fuck you mean let you in? What, the door's locked?
Let me into the car. Let's go. We got some place to be.
Get your ass in the fucking car. You want to drive? You want to drive today?
I don't. I do not want to drive.
How come you don't want to drive? What is it about that?
I like the way you drive. You're a good driver.
I fucking hate driving.
I know. You're not used to driving.
Not that I'm
you're
used to it.
I've
been driving for so fucking long. It's like the fucking most annoying fucking thing on the planet I could think of. Why the fuck do you think that I have not driven enough when I've had it to fucking here with the driving already?
How many hours a week do you think you drive?
Who gives a fuck? Since I was 17, that's how many hours a week. What the fuck? You know how many fucking years that is?
Just
like hours a week.
Just curious.
Like too many.
Wow.
Like every hour that I'm behind it.
You're starting right in, aren't you?
The fuck are you starting right in? When are you going to start? What, are you not started yet? What the fuck is this?
I was just curious, you fucking asshole.
Just curious. So what are you going to interrogate me about fucking hours? I'm done. You see what I'm saying? I'm done.
Asking you a question, it's an interrogation.
Well, go ahead. I answered you, and you're like, "Oh, I don't like your fucking answer, fucking asshole." I don't
like any of your answers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's the asshole then? I'm the guy telling you. You asked. There's the fucking answer. You don't like it?
Just wanted to know how many hours a week you drive. That's all I asked.
What did I tell you?
You said something about since 17.
17. From 17 years.
You gave me an incorrect answer to my question.
I don't count the fucking hours. You got a fucking spreadsheet or some shit on your fucking hours, bro.
Oh my god.
Fuck are you talking? You tell me how many fucking. Go ahead, give me the hours. You're gonna compare it to you. Give me the hours. How many hours?
Just wanted to know how much time do you spend in your car?
Since 17 years old, a lot. Like when do you start logging the hours? Like you started what, 2 years ago? Or did you start when you got your license? Like when is the cutoff for you?
I can't wait to find out if any other reasonable person who listens to this podcast and understands my question laughs at you for giving the answer.
Who gives a laugh? Fuck, laughs at me. Like I give a fuck. I asked you a question now. When the fuck did you start logging your hours on how many hours? Because you fucking love driving.
Oh my God.
Do you love it, first of all?
I like driving.
Do you fucking like it? You know what I just said to you? I fucking hate it. It's like I despise fucking driving. See that you and I are not the same.
Just led me to ask how much time do you spend in your car on an average? Like what's your life like in your car? You spend a lot of time in your car, a little time in your car?
I don't live in my car. Do you live in your car? I don't spend no time in my car. The time I spend in the car is pissed off. That's what I do in the car.
Clearly, because we're in the car and you're pissed. So
I'm fucking pissed off. I'm driving. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Where are we going today? Did you visit any good diners this week?
No.
That's why you're pissed.
I need to ask you, though. So you like driving, right? You fucking like it. Like, tell me why you like it. I don't hate it. I'm fascinated at how someone likes this shit. Like, tell me why you like driving.
Driving is not stressful for me the way it is for you.
What do you mean? How is it stressful? And why is it not stressful? I assume you don't like driving.
I assume you don't like driving. I'm making an assumption, which is bad, but I assume you don't like driving because of all the assholes you have to deal with. Other assholes you got to deal with.
I don't give a fuck about it. I could be on a road. It's empty. Empty road. I'm driving the car. Hate it. Why? Why am I doing this? Okay, so you tell me why you like it. Why do you like it?
Hate it?
I asked you why you like it. Why you got to ask me why I hate it first? Why the fuck do you like driving? I asked you, and then you were like, no, you answer first, then I'll fucking think about answering you. I asked you first, you fuck.
Unnecessarily difficult today.
Dude, you caused the difficulty.
Dude,
I asked a fucking question, and you're like, oh, why don't you tell me? Well, I won't tell you until you tell me. What the fuck is that? Tell me. Like, why you like it so much? Tell me how a person likes the shit. Speechless.
Wow.
Look at this. You don't even know.
No,
you can't answer it.
I up here where I am, there's a lot of really nice views. When you drive, there's some nice views. And
views.
I can listen to music. I love listening to music when I drive. I sing along.
Okay, you got views, you got music. What else you got?
I got music. I usually if I'm going somewhere, at least half the time it's somewhere I want to be, not someplace I have to be.
Wow.
What else? I get a chance to think. I can solve problems when I get away from the computer, or when I get away from my job and my desk and my office. I get out on the road. Sometimes I can think through some stuff that I wasn't thinking about when I was sitting in. You
should move into your car. That's what the fuck you should do. You should live in it. It sounds like a fucking glorious place because you fucking everything sucks until you get in your fucking car. That's what the fuck it sounds like.
I got a disco ball in there and a refrigerator.
Right. You got a back seat.
I'm golden.
Right. Pick up some
back
chicks.
Seat.
Right. Pick up some chicks.
Throw
them in there.
Got a back seat.
You got all kinds of shit.
Why do you hate driving? You don't get any of those things when you drive?
None of that matters.
None of what
behind the wheel. Well, like why I have that outside of the car. I don't need to be in the car to enjoy that shit that you're talking about.
No, you don't have to. I'm not saying I have to be. Who said I have to be in the car?
Like, why is it only in the car? Oh, it's like, when I'm in the car, I'm away from this. I get to hear this. I get to see a fucking view. It's like, well, look, I don't need...
You seem upset. You seem upset that I enjoy driving.
No, I don't give a fuck about you. What I'm saying is you're asking me why driving is like no big deal. Like, I have... all those things that you listed, I don't need to be in the car to enjoy it. Like, I'm enjoying it without the car. What the fuck do I need the enclosed space of the fucking car to make me feel like, oh, now I can fucking enjoy it? Like, it has not, all those things that you said, that's not driving. That's you paying attention to shit while you're driving. And I'm actually, like, not interested in the driving. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand?
When did I say that I couldn't enjoy those things unless I was...
You were like, these are the things that I like in the car. I get a view. I get to listen to music. Like, so what? What's that got to do with the fucking car? Like, it's the only... I get away from the computer. You know, it's like, okay, so you need the car for that? So when are we going to talk about why you like the driving?
Didn't say I needed the car for
Tell me why you like the driving then. Without those things. You said those things don't matter.
The same... visceral reaction to driving that you do.
It's not visceral. It's like a fact. You're asked, I'm explaining it. And you're like,
well, I don't really
like your explanation. It's very visceral. Mine, even though I'm not yelling, mine is equally visceral, but I'm just not yelling. That's what you sound like right now, like a fucking asshole.
Wow.
So listen, like explain to me logically, with the fucking logical brains that you got, like why those things that you don't need the car for, why are you mentioning those? Like, when are you going to get to why you like the driving? Because the driving is the part that I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, some other guy who's a driver can do that. I don't need that.
I can climb in my car, drop the top, some fresh air, get out on the road.
You like
take some corners a little.
You like to get out on the road,
fast on the corners. Get on the road. And
like
take
that
some corners.
You like to take the corners. Yeah. You know, you're into that.
The corners.
See, I don't give a fuck about no corners. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, I give a shit.
I guess you're a different asshole than I am.
That's what I'm saying. You see, my whole point is not to make you think, oh, what the fuck, or you are a fucking asshole. It's visceral. My whole point is, I think
you just seem really upset because you said you hate driving. You hate it, and I said I despise
it. I never said the word hate. That's like you fucking turned around my language like that. Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, E.B. White. We'll just
not E.B. White. This is called fucking language. Okay, you use your language a certain way, and it mentally confuses people when you twist the language. That's what you did. You
despise.
I never said hate. I said I despise
versus hate.
So now, so you don't think there's a difference?
And are they not synonymous?
They are not. That's why they're two different words. You ever think of that? You ever think of that?
Wow, what an asshole.
Yeah,
you are an asshole.
Think about that. So
you are an asshole today.
I'm not going to tell you that you hate something when you don't hate it. You see, you're fucking turning it around on me, making me look like a fucking deranged lunatic when I'm not. So what I'm trying to tell you is some people don't want to drive. And then other motherfuckers are like, yo, that's like, I fucking love it. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, you're one of those people that likes driving. And I'm like, well, why the fuck do you like it? Like when you're 17 and it's new and you don't even really know how to drive and the thing's going and you're like, oh, like picking the corners or whatever the fuck it is, right? I could see like you like it because it's new, but like how the fuck after like almost another 40 years after that, you still like fucking enjoy that pedantic shit.
So in other words, I'm immature because I enjoy it.
See, now you're twisting it. I never said that. What I'm saying is I'm trying to figure out.
Sounds like you're saying that.
It sounds like to you because your fucking brain is fucking manipulating language.
Sounds like you're saying that people who enjoy driving when they're not 17, if you're enjoying driving when you're not 17, then there's something wrong with you.
Did I say that? You are fucking twisting it around. Like, yes,
sounded like it.
It sounds like to you because you're fucked up in the head right now.
Who likes driving who likes taking corners if they're 40 years old, 50 years old?
You do.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to
I do, exactly.
I didn't say wrong. You see, you fucked up. You fucked up.
Sounds like it.
It sounds like it. I never used the word.
It to me.
Listen, I never said that word. You said wrong. You said immature. You pulled out all the negatives. Like you're the fucking pessimistic.
You're the one who brought up the age.
What age?
You're the one who brought up age and driving.
I never did. Dude,
so got to be a certain age.
You twisted the words again. I never said age.
Got to be a certain age.
I never said age.
You got to know.
Never said age.
If you enjoy driving
listen,
and you're
use
more
your
than
ears,
17,
jackass. Look, listen, you never said age.
17
I never said
years
age.
old, you better not like taking corners at 50.
Are you 17?
I am not.
So what the fuck you worried about
17.
age? The fuck you worried about age?
Got to be... Can't be 50
this is like
and enjoying those corners.
You got like trigger words that go into your brain, and then you start milling it about
trigger my
like a
ass.
fucking
Trigger
whirlpool,
my ass,
and then you're throwing out these negatives, negative, and it's like you're throwing it back at me. I didn't do anything like that. All I said was, I want to know what kind of people like it so much that they keep liking it. Like I'm over it. You see what I'm saying? Over it. So like what I'm trying to figure out is why people don't get over the driving, you know? So that's really my question to you. And I'm curious, like, why you still like it, you know? Like, what other things do you like?
I think that if I had to spend hours and hours and hours and hours every day driving, I would not like it as much.
But you already fucking got hours and hours way more than me. And you fucking still like it.
It's not so many hours that I get sick of it.
So what's your cutoff? How many hours you need?
I don't know. The only time I've ever reached it is maybe if I was driving from New York to Florida. That gets a little old. But usually I'm with my family and we're vacationing. That would get old after, 26 hours. You know what? The trip, when you leave on a trip, it's going to be 28 hours of driving, and you haven't driven in a long time. You haven't been on vacation. You've been working your ass off. You get in the car with your family. You go. It's fun on the way down. But then when that vacation's over and you got to get in that car and you realize you got to spend that same 28 hours going all the way back, and there ain't nothing waiting for you but your house when you get back, that's when it gets a little old.
See, now, you know what? Now you're starting to fucking
But I don't get so angry that I just hate it. Or despise it. It's just something that becomes a little tedious for me.
Well, what? Who said you got to get angry about it? You can't just despise something and not be angry? Are those two things correlated for you?
Just, despise, hate, anger, it's all negative stuff.
Yeah, that's all came from you, except that one word despise where I said it. And then you're like correlating synonyms.
Don't get hung up. You're hung up on that, man.
No, you made it.
You're so hung up on
you
that.
made it, and I'm pulling it out going, why are you doing that? I'm like, why is this happening?
You sound angry.
I said
you
one word.
You sound angry.
To you?
You sound angry right now.
I sound angry to you?
And driving, sounds like driving makes you angry.
Yeah. It sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You're angry. You're an angry
I'm an angry
asshole.
driver, right?
Are you? Oh, Oh, I know what this is.
Oh, shit. The asshole woke up.
I know what this is.
The second asshole just woke up.
You're one of those fucking... Oh, you're one of those You're one of those road rage people.
Yeah, that's what it is. Every time I get in a car,
you're one of those road rage.
I killed 7 ladies.
You got yesterday. A gun in your glove box? You got a gun in your glove box and everything.
I shoot.
I bet you did.
I shoot.
You're one of those angry driving motherfuckers.
You figured it out.
You pull up to a stoplight, and as soon as it turns green, if the asshole in front of you doesn't stomp on it, you want to fill him with lead when he doesn't go on the green. You're such a genius.
You're such a genius. You figured it out that I bet you could find me on the police blotter.
I bet
in the fucking newspaper.
You got to say that right. Come on, say it the way I love.
The police blotter. I bet you I'm in there. I bet you I'm fucking in there because every time I'm in the car, I'm fucking shooting children below 9 years old right between the eyes.
You're getting out of your car.
Because I don't give a fuck about life and driving. You're walking up to the guy in the next car forward and you're making him roll his window down and you're pointing in his face and shouting at him. That's what I do, yeah. That's how I did it. I've been doing this since I was fucking 17. For over 40 years, I've been shooting people in between the eyes below the age of 9. That you figured it out. Einstein. That's what it is. That's who I am.
At the guy and the cops show up and now you're in the police.
Dude, you should turn me in because the cops, you know what they can't do? They can't figure it out. They're like, who's killing all these people? There's like a road rage serial killer and we just can't find him. I don't know. You know what it is? The city is so populated, we can't find the guy. It's like a needle in a haystack.
Fuck.
You figured it out.
It says right in the police, the road rage guy who despises driving committed another crime. You're the road raging despiser. All victims dead.
We can't get a sketch on this guy. No one can identify him.
No witnesses or nothing.
That one guy who just killed more people than anything in their own cars.
This just explains everything.
It explains it. All those deaths that you didn't like, I did it. Yeah, that's me. I'm that guy.
I need to check your glove box here, see where the...
You know where your logic is completely flawed? The road rage people are the people that love driving. They love it so much. They're in their car so much that they got the gun. And they're like, if one motherfucker pisses me off, I'm fucking blowing his brains out.
Somebody cuts off my driving fun, I'm going to rage.
Right, that's what it is. The thing is, but I'm getting to a point here because I find I think,
go ahead.
I'm getting to a point here because there's like 2 types of people with driving. Those who like it and want to do it, and those that if they had the opportunity to just say, I don't drive, that's what they do. I'm one of those people where if I really, really, really wanted to put my foot down and just say, fuck it, I would be one of those motherfuckers that says, I don't drive. That's how much I fucking don't give a fuck about what it feels like behind the wheel. Not interested. Like, who cares? I'd rather be the guy in the back seat with a driver. And I'm like, you fucking drive.
You want to ride around in a limo. That's what you want.
Well, I don't really care about limos. But what I'm saying is, like, you could literally...
Would you turn down a limo?
I'm not into limos. Like, it could be like my car that I have. And like some other guy will drive it. And I'll be like, that's good. I'll sit back here. I'm fine with this. Limo, like...
Well, then
every time I've been in a limo, every time I've been in a limo, it feels like a fucking hot tub on wheels, and like I'm going to a fucking prom. Like it feels stupid. Like there's nothing. Although I gotta say, one time I was in one of them like Lincoln Navigator limos, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I don't mind this. And technically, that's like a limo, but like it ain't a stretch. You know, it ain't the stretch. It's just like a regular limo, like a regular old $70,000 Jeep limo thing, you know, with leather interior, all that shit. But yeah, what I'm trying to say, there's certain people that just say, I don't drive. And then they fucking roll with it. And they hold on to that and they say, nah, you ain't going to break me. You ain't going to put me behind the fuck. You ain't going to make me get a license, you know? There's people like that. That's who I would be if I had the fucking balls to just be one of those guys.
Why don't you?
Why don't you? Because you got to go somewhere. You got to do shit. And then I don't have a fucking limo driver. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? It's pretty fucking simple. What I'm saying is, like, if I could pay a guy a yearly salary to just sit there and wait for my call.
Sit outside your little house.
Just sit wherever the fuck he sits. But, like, when I call and I'm like, yo, I got to go to fucking Louisiana right now. Are you ready? He'll be like, oh, shit, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Like, I'll have that guy drive me around. Like, that's how I would do it. But, like, I need to know that guy's number. I'll be like his salary, his yearly number that makes him go, yeah, I could do that. I'll do that for you. Yeah, no problem. Like, there's, like, if I had this much.
On call.
Yeah, so, like, on-call driver. I would do that. But, like there, for example, there's a guy who lives next door to me. He's got like a Rolls Royce Phantom, right? And he fucking drives this thing around, like, just to rent it. Because motherfuckers will pay through the nose to, like, show up at a restaurant because it's their birthday and they're 16. You know what I mean? And then, like, he'll fucking drive those assholes to and from. And, like, he'll make, like, $1,500 just to go to New Jersey and back. So I'm thinking, like, well, what's that guy's number for me to go, yo, what if you just said, fuck it, I ain't doing that. I'll just wait for your call anytime you need to go. Just give me a salary. Like, I want to know what that guy would say. That would be my ideal situation.
Yeah, when I traveled over to Kyiv, the company had a driver that was exactly what you just described.
Right.
That was his sole job.
And fucking dressed to the nines, right?
Well, no. I mean, he was dressed regular.
What kind of bullshit is that?
You know.
What do you mean, no? Was he dressed
He wasn't driving a limo either. It was not a limo.
Oh, okay, I see.
But it's, you know, it's business. And, you know, it's not real expensive business. It's Ukrainian business. But no, he's got this van, and well, it's not a van. What is it? I don't know. It varies. It varies. A couple times 3 times I've been there. It's a different vehicle. But yeah, I mean, he picks me up from the airport, gets me to the hotel, takes me from the hotel to the workplace, takes all of us to all the dinners and blah blah blah. And yeah, that's his sole job. Like, it doesn't matter the time of night. I mean, like, he's on call like 4 a.m. We got picked up once, you know.
And did you ever sit there and, like, while he was doing that, did you, like, sit there and go, oh man, I wish I could just get behind the wheel and do it for him?
Not in Ukraine. You could not pay me enough to drive in Ukraine anywhere. No. I can drive in upstate New York, and I do okay in New York City. I used to Boston for a while, but Ukraine is a whole other.
You didn't
the roads are the roads are crazy, and the drivers are crazy, and there's no way you could pay me to drive over there.
Like, okay, so the road environment just turned you completely off to driving.
We were on this one road. We were on the highway, and then we turned off. As you're heading into Kyiv, there's some roads that if they take that route, there's some roads that become cobblestone. So it's not even paved; it's cobblestone roads.
Yeah,
and they fly. Those. They fly like we got them around. But I mean, these are like ancient fucking cobblestone roads, and the car literally was like rattling apart. Like pieces of the seat in front of me were falling off in my lap from this guy's car because he's just driven it. You know, they've been driving it into the ground, and they're a little more aggressive over there. I mean, you know, reminded me of like Boston or some New York City drivers, but I mean, it was just
Boston
everywhere.
Boston is so hardcore that they're like that.
Boston, well, the roads in Boston are crazy because they're just not organized the way New York City is. I mean, there was no city planning in Boston; it just happened.
So they're just driving on sidewalks.
Whereas, like Manhattan is, you know, planned out pretty well.
So they're just doing Boston, like 2 wheelies over there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So Boston, like, there's no laws.
Crazy motherfuckers, and everybody hates driving there, so they're all.
But in New York, the biggest fucking city over here, the most congested with the most taxi cabs, the most craziest people, we're like calm over here compared to Boston, is what you're saying. On the roads.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've spent, and it's not like I spend a lot of time driving in either of these cities, but I've spent
like how often do you go like across Manhattan?
So I'm not an authority. This is just my experience.
Right. Like, how often do you go across Manhattan? You know, how often do you go?
Well, never.
You never go across Manhattan.
I don't know.
So you can't even compare Boston to just regular Manhattan.
Yeah.
So, but here's the interesting
finding
thing.
your way around Boston is pretty crazy. I mean, just finding your way around is insane.
Well, because you're not from there.
No, because the roads are crazy. Look at a map of Boston city center versus Manhattan.
What the fuck is city center? You say that a lot. City center, city. You know, I never fucking said city center in my fucking life, and I live in the biggest fucking city. What is this city center? Is that like a thing just from where you are?
Wind them up.
Is it?
Wind them up. Wow.
What happened? You got offended? What happened? You got offended? I'm asking you a question. Is that a thing from where you are? City center? Nobody in all of New York City. No one here ever says, yeah, in city center. You know, when you go to city center, no one fucking says that here, but you say that a lot, I noticed. Is that like from where you are?
I don't know.
And I don't know another motherfucker from anywhere in New York, we're both in New York, who says city center. Like, where did you pick that up?
I don't know.
It's like a cultural colloquialism. It's very interesting.
Okay.
You do other people
just
around?
Picturing in my head, you know, like.
Are you the only motherfucker where you live that says that? Or do other people say city center?
I don't know.
You don't even know. Like you could be the only motherfucker that say you don't even know. Like you're not even listening, right? Like I don't know. I just fucking say it. So fuck you, right? You're like that kind of asshole.
Just visualize. I was visualizing these cities, and there's suburbs, and there's
right. So like, where's city center over here? Like we're over here. Where's city center?
I don't know. Middle of Manhattan.
Middle of Manhattan, right? Which is funny because like I'm not even on Manhattan. Like I'm not even over there. I'm like off to the fucking right. I'm on that
Middle
big
Manhattan
Long
has
Island.
Like 3 times as many syllables. Middle of Manhattan has 3 times as many syllables as city center.
Right, but who the fuck says city center? Nobody. And nobody says middle of Manhattan either. They're just like, yeah, you know.
Okay, well.
Nobody says that. City center. Like, what is it about the center? Like, you going there? Like, there's a fucking prize waiting for you over there? What is it about the city center that, like, oh, over in city center where all the shit's happening? Like, there's nothing there. Like, we know what the fuck is in city center? The park over here. So it's like, no one fucking says that. They're just like, yeah, you know, the park.
Okay.
They just go, you know, in the park. That's less syllables.
How nice for you.
I just find it interesting, like city center, like there's a fucking pot of gold or some shit. There's like all the resources. Like, I don't know what's over there. Like, let me ask you, in your city center, like what's over there? Is that like where everything goes down? Is like where they make
It's a fucking park.
It's a park, right?
It's a park. There's 2 of them, actually.
See, that's all you got to say. Over in the park.
If I say, but we got 25 other parks all around. So if I say, let's go to the park.
So they're not, that's not like the biggest
the one in
best
city
park.
center, asshole.
It's like the shitty one, or is it the good one?
There's a million parks around here.
Right, dude, your fucking house is in a park. Okay?
I'm exaggerating.
Look, what I'm saying is
my house isn't my property is a park. I got 20 acres.
But check this out.
So
in Manhattan,
I got my own park.
In Manhattan, there's one enormous fucking park, and that's the one. You know, because we don't got no parks. The park is so fucking big, like you could put a whole nother city in that fucking park.
You don't like city center, but they call it Central Park.
Right. They don't say City Center Park.
Well, there you go.
They don't say City Center, though.
Well, only a moron.
Central Park. It's what it's called. It's literally the name of it.
Central Park.
But like over by you got Central Park?
We don't got Central Park. We got City Center.
You got City Center.
Apparently we have.
But like, is there signs?
City Center.
You got signs that say, "Oh, City Center, welcome."
No,
nothing. Right? Are you just saying that shit? I find that really fascinating. Because I don't know another motherfucker that ever said city center to me in all my life. That's really interesting. I'm just wondering where you
from the guy who thinks despise. From the guy who thinks despise is not a synonym for hate, and now you're picking on the word city center. Oh, the hell it isn't.
Oh, the hell it. See, I'm not synonymizing. You are. I'm being specific. I'm fucking being really careful with my words. So when I say city center, I'm not synonymizing. I'm saying, what is it about that you're saying it? Because I never hear that.
I don't know.
But you're like quick to be synonymizing now. Like,
seems to trouble
you said that? You said that? That means you said that. And it's like, oh, I didn't fucking say that, bro.
Why
are you twisting my words?
Is it troubling you?
What, city center?
Is it troubling you that I say city center? Yeah.
No, I'm asking like, yo, I'm making an observation, and you're like, I don't even know. I don't even make that observation. So I'm like heightening your awareness right now is what I'm doing. And like, you probably never even had that thought in your whole fucking life that you're the only guy.
Why do you feel the need to heighten my awareness?
I don't have a need. I'm doing it like I'm doing it intrinsically. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you say intrinsically. You're like, I didn't know that. Yeah, I had no idea. You're literally telling me you didn't even have the awareness that you're the only guy. See, so I just automatically did that for you without trying. I didn't have a need. Like, see, now you're synonymizing my, like, I need to do this? I don't need to do shit.
You feel driven to point it out.
I did, yeah, because I noticed it. And then you didn't. And you're like, now you're like, why the fuck you told me that? Yo, I don't want to notice it. Now you're like being like combative. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are you being combative? Why are you being combative? You're like defending your ignorance. Why do you defend your ignorance? Like, I'm just like opening it up for you.
Now I'm ignorant.
Yeah, I use that word. You want to synonymize that with something? What else is ignorant? What's ignorant synonymous with? Go ahead, synonymize it. If I called you ignorant, what else am I calling you? You got another list of words?
You're going to call me
Go ahead, make a list.
Ignorant asshole?
Yeah, you're an asshole. You could say it's synonymous with asshole. Ignorant asshole. There you go. You could do that. It's wrong, but like you could do it.
Why? Might be time to get out of the car.
Yeah? Where you want to go? You want me to drop you off on the BQE?
I think I just drop me off. I'm going to drive my cell phone.
I'll drop you off on the belt. I'll drop you off right on the belt.
Because I like driving.
I'll drop you off near the Verrazano Bridge. How about that?
The belt.
The belt.
Which belt?
The belt. There's a place called The Belt. It's not in Central City, I'll tell you that much. The fucking belt. It's like Southatown. Southatown. Huh. It's kind of. Do you ever say that? Southatown?
South of town?
Is that what you say ever?
Yeah, Walmart is south of town.
You say that, right? You go south of town?
Because that's where it is.
But I'm saying, do you say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walmart
that's all I asked.
South of town.
Dude, that's all I fucking asked. Do you say it? I never heard you say south of town. Well, so I'm just asking. See how I improvised?
Never heard you say south of town.
See how I improvised your use of language? I was like, you probably say south of town.
Never heard me say south of town.
Never heard you say south of town.
I bet one of our episodes I probably said it.
I'll bet you $1,000 you never said. I bet you $1,000 you never said south of town on here because I would have heard it. But Walmart, you know what you did? You know what you did say? I could tell you right now. You said north of town. I heard you say.
I said north of town.
I heard you say north of town. Never heard south of town.
That's where the pizza place was.
Do you say east of town?
No.
How come? Because there's nothing over there?
Yeah, east. Yeah, I don't know. We just there's nothing there really. It's all residential.
And then what's west of town?
That's not all. It's not. Well,
is it?
See, we have a city center because we literally have a city center.
Right.
There is a literal center of this place.
Yeah, believe it or not, those words mean things.
There's a traffic light and an intersection.
I've seen those. I know what those are. We have those.
What are you drinking?
Coffee. It was unsipped until just now. I think I need to calm down. I'm going to calm down with this
have some coffee and
delicious cup of coffee. Calm my nerves.
Coffee and calm down.
From all this fucking driving.
Calm because your nerves are so shot.
Dude, shut up. I'm going to take the fucking gun out of the glove box. Fucking start blowing holes through my own fucking roof.
Well, if you hate driving this much, maybe the two assholes should do something other than be in a Jeep.
I know, right?
We might have to we might have to rename this shit.
No, but you see, here's the beauty of it. Like, where would you find the two assholes? In the car that they fucking hate being in, right? So they're fucking assholes.
If you had your way, there'd only be one asshole in the car.
Well, what I'm saying is, if we're two assholes and I'm the only asshole, well, then something's off, right? So, like,
I'll make a deal with you. Next time, I'll drive.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say next time I'll be an asshole. So are you? Yeah, you could drive all you want, dude. If you're driving, I would love.
You despise it. I think I better drive.
If you fucking drive, if you can drive stick, like I don't know if you're fucking good at it, but
of course I can drive stick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Stick is what makes driving even more fun.
I mean, it could, bumper to bumper traffic on the fucking BQE. Good luck, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
rev that engine.
Yeah, it's like good fucking luck. You got a nice, strong left quad muscle for doing that shit. So, and by the way, my clutch is very difficult to press down. Don't think it's one of them fucking weenie clutches. You know what I'm saying? So have fun with that.
I'll do a bunch of leg exercises.
That
leg
is
day.
That is like my
months.
left leg is bigger than my right leg.
Day. Every day is leg day when you drive.
Yeah, left leg day.
left leg day. Well, look, you better keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah, I should fucking, now that I'm calm from my coffee, which I like.
Yeah. Now you've gotten all the rage and the despising things out. You've gotten it out. You've expressed it. It's out there.
Yeah, I put it out there.
Ass.
You know what else?
Ignorant asshole for a friend. We're golden.
As long as we're assholes, it's all good. No matter what kind. The thing, like I put it out there that I need another motherfucker to drive for me, so maybe someone will like come in and be like, I'll do it. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, yeah, let's fucking just keep driving.
Well, keep your eyes on the road, and when you get home, just start browsing the paper, looking for someone who wants to drive.
Oh, for the paper, dude. There's no papers over
there. Maybe you'll find him in the police blotter.
Right. I'll look in the paper, right. Hey, over there, you see that guy over there? That guy right there? I feel like I might have to shoot that guy if we don't shut the fuck up, all right? So, yeah, let's just shut up. Let's keep driving.